I was inspired. And so I biked across America solo. In total, it took 74 days. That experience was a memorable one. About 2 to 3 weeks before I started the road trip, I flew from DC, where I lived, and went to Oregon to train. I dismantled my bike and put it into a cardboard box. I was so worried. I put an AirTag in the box. We landed and went to the campground where we put the bikes back together. The bikes were in disarray, so we had to get them put together again. And we were off. It was supposed to be 3 of us, but as luck would have it, circumstances changed and I ended up doing it alone. The other 2 participants still mean a lot to me. I was worried I'd feel lonely, but I had so much community support, especially as a Gallaudet student. So many professors and students jumped in to support me and send me encouraging messages. It meant a lot to me. I'm thankful to Gallaudet. I didn't feel lonely at all. I actually felt more connected to the community than I was before. I'd bike approximately 65 miles on average daily. This meant about 5 moving hours per day. My schedule was pretty regular, but it truly depended on the weather. If the weather was incredibly hot, I'd get up very early. If the weather was mild, I could be more flexible and take my time. When the temperatures were high, I'd avoid peak times in the middle of the day. This meant I'd get up as the sun rose. The earliest I got up was probably 4 a.m. For food, it varied by state. In the West, the landscape was barren. There was so much wilderness around me. This meant I relied heavily on Cliff Bars. Those were the best. I ate them all the time. I'd pull over and eat protein bars and energy bars I had stashed in my bag. Once I got to Kansas and the East Coast, there was food everywhere. I'd go to the grocery store and I relied on gas stations for lunches and dinners. I had an app called Ride with GPS. This was where I went for places to sleep. If there weren't any, I had a plan with options. I relied on city parks. They were handy. In smaller towns, police officers were very understanding. In these towns, it was common for people to pass through to bike across America. Sometimes police officers would check to see what I was doing. If there weren't any parks, I'd stay at a church sometimes. The reason I decided to fundraise for this trip across America is because I knew that people would hear that I was doing this. I wanted the ability to give them a cause that was best for the deaf community. I knew I would have a platform, and I wanted to use that to give back to the community via a fundraiser for the GDRI, the Global Deaf Research Institute. They provide this data to various organizations and government agencies to advocate for help and ensure that disparities are fixed. Equal rights are so important. This fundraiser raised $11,000. I was thrilled. My original goal was $7,500, and we surpassed that. I remember when my family and friends were awaiting my arrival at Virginia Beach. As I was biking, I remember thinking, I did it, I am done. I couldn't believe it. I turned a corner and saw the blue ocean ahead of me. I was so shocked. I biked from the Pacific to the Atlantic Ocean. I couldn't believe it. I was flabbergasted. I rode onto the boardwalk and people were walking, playing volleyball, swimming on the beach, and laughing. I felt so lost. I saw my family and friends cheering for me, and I was speechless. I wasn't exuberant, I was speechless. I was thrilled to see everyone and happy I did it, but I was also so sad it was over. This whole bike ride was such a good, memorable experience. I was sad to finish, but proud I finished it. That day was full of mixed feelings, but I'll hold that day in my heart forever. If you want to do something, you can do it if you put the work into it. You will prevail, just like I did with my bike ride. You just have to keep moving and gain momentum, and you will succeed. This isn't just applicable for me, everyone in the community can do it too. When it comes down to it, what do you want it to be? Your Gallaudet experience is your experience, and you create it for yourself. If there's something you see a future in, and invest in that future. Gallaudet is the right place for me, and for you too.